Yo,
Hello.
what is up? Oh shit, I didn't get myself a beverage.
Oh, you failed.
I failed.
It's beer 30 over here.
All right. What are we drinking tonight?
Same thing I drink every night.
Shitty IPAs.
Correctamundo.
All right. Hey.
This one has a nice name. It's called Sir Hugs a Lot.
Is that the Brad Johnson beer?
It could be. It could be. And it's
Yeah.
from some local thing called Jellyfish. They're
I
I don't
think I
know,
heard of that.
within 2-3 miles here in Seattle. So
Yeah.
nice little spot to go grab some beer. Not much to think about to eat, but decent little spot. Beers are
Yeah.
pretty good. They have like a few like high percentage alcohol beers,
Yeah.
but I can't drink that shit every day. That'll kill me. So this thing, has, let's see. This only has 7.3% alcohol by volume, not,
Oh.
like 15 or something stupid.
Okay.
Anyway,
Sir Hugs a
so
lot.
yeah, Sir Hugs a Lot. It also has a great name. Great
Yeah.
name. Really a good character on the bottle.
Yeah, it
So,
does. Little Care
it's
Bear.
not bad. He looks like a pimp. The
Yeah.
Care Bear pimp. He's got
Yeah.
a big watch.
Oh yeah. Like Dave Vera.
Oh wow.
But Dave Vera's got a big watch.
Anyway, yeah. Do you only mention that when you're in a urinal and you're like, hey, everybody, look at his big watch?
So what's up,
Yeah.
man?
Nothing.
How you been? How you been?
I'm tired.
You seem like you've been in a good mood the last couple of days.
Why wouldn't I be?
I don't know.
Like
You were a little grumpy. Like last week, you were a little grumpy.
I think I was very tired last week.
I don't know. You were just grumpy, like throughout the week in our chats and conversations.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you was just a little grump, and
Mm.
like fuck all this shit, and then like I gotta go to Cleveland, and
Well, I love Cleveland, bro.
I know you
Cleveland's
love
the
some
best.
Cleveland, but
Yeah. I just figured out. I did a little math, a little data digging.
yeah,
So I got back into the hobby in 2008, in January of 2008, at Donnie's first track in Long Island, New York.
okay,
And I've gone to the Halloween Classic now 15 years in a row.
really,
Yes, in a row.
wow,
Like I haven't missed one
that's
since I've been in
impressive.
the hobby. Yeah, it seems stupid. Like that's longer than most people's like relationships. People divorce people quicker than that. All right.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it is to me. Oh shit! Goddamn. Anyway, so case in point. All right, it's an amazing number, I think, and
Yeah.
honestly, like it's really fun because I went through the numbers a little bit, and I can't say the early years were good. Like the early years were pretty bad,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, but
A lot of
like
B's and C mains.
oh well, the first year I went, I was in the C main for sure,
Okay.
and I ran stock 12 scale.
Foam
Uh,
touring probably too, right?
and I think in the 2009 I ran foam touring. So but like I just looked at like stock 12 scale, whether it's Can-Am motors or some other handout motor or open motor 17.5, it's basically been, stock 12 scale.
Yep.
And so I the analysis I did was went all the way back, and the data was mostly here because of Dirty Durla. And
Yeah.
so if people don't know Nash, otherwise known as Dirty Durla, um,
Nash Racer.
yeah, you should. All right. And if you do see him, make sure to have some extra body clips on your car. That's all my only real suggestion.
If he's
all right?
in your heat.
If he's in the building, get the body
Okay.
clips on. All
All
right.
right. He's like a
So,
Bodine.
well, it's something. It's
Tony
like you
Stewart.
just
Tony Stewart told the spotter one day. This is all Top Putnam story. Top Putnam is actually Top Putnam was spotting for him, and he goes, "All I need to know is 1, 2, or 3." And Top Putnam was like, "Well, what do you mean? Like what corner? What corner that is?" He's like, "No. How many Bodines are on the track with me?"
okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So R.I.P. Todd Putnam. That was his story. I just stole it, but yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that. And there's a Todd Putnam Memorial Race coming up at Pemberton Raceworks Special Events in like 1 or 2 weeks, I think. Um, but anyway, so yeah, so the first year I went, I'm pretty sure so just to finish the point, so until the last 5 years, the only place to get the results was on a server, rc50.com, which is hosted by Nash Racer.
Yeah.
And
Ross
it's
Durla.
cool that he has the stuff there, because otherwise you're like, where the fuck do I get these results from?
Yeah.
So
You don't.
anyway,
That's the.
yeah. So it just happened to be that, those results do exist. So first year I went, I assume I probably hitched a ride with Mike Haynes or somebody like that to the event. I'm just guessing. I don't remember anymore, and I haven't looked for pictures. Um, but
Because those are there.
they're probably pictures, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I qualified in the C main. I was car 4,
Mm-hmm.
which was not dead fucking last. All right, I don't think it was. Some years it was dead fucking last, but and then I finished also in 4th place. So probably not my best showing ever. And just to like look at it, I finished one spot in front of the aforementioned Robert Durla, and
Oh,
behind me was Thomas Kaiser. Um,
teach.
Behind Durla was Thomas Kaiser, Harold Senior, Bill Hamlin. I don't know if anyone remembers Bill Hamlin. He was a New York racer that I'd known since the '90s. He was also in the C main with me, and
So you're in good company.
yeah, kind of. The winner
Yeah.
of the C main was Perry Caswell, and second was Ian Ruggles. All
Oh
right, so
wow.
like
There's another
definitely,
R.I.P. there.
yeah, some names that people know. All right, I also attempted to compete in what was referred to as 112 Pro, and I was in the D main of that,
What do you
and
think
I was
112th Pro was?
I probably like a 10.5 class. It was
Oh,
either
really?
10.5 or 13.5. I'm gonna guess 10.5.
Okay.
And I did not qualify dead fucking last. I qualified second in the D main.
Hmm.
There were other just well-known names here um, in the D main. Jody Flipsy, he won.
Mm-hmm.
Rob King got second. Um, Tim Pandicio, who's one of these northeastern guys, ran Speed Merchants. He got third. Ken Miller was on Speed Merchant. He got fourth. Wes Lyon, there's a fucking name I haven't
Oh
heard in a
God,
long time. He got
the
fifth.
Amish kid.
Yeah, and Sean Bushnell. So it was like mom and dad from the indoor champs. They were all in this heat also with me. Um, and then finally, people know I run a lot of classes. So I also ran Trans Am, and I was in the Trans Am A main. I
Ooh, is
qualified
this like a
fourth.
VTA thing?
Yeah, US VTA.
Okay.
So Mike Haynes is the winner,
Oh,
and I qualified fourth.
Haynes
Finished.
slumming it in VTA.
Yeah, he used to do that. Mike Collins got second. Chris Getz in third.
Oh shit.
Myself in fourth. Eric Chambers, Victor Kiao, Rob King, Dustin Richards, Michael somebody, and then finally Brian Wynn in
Ooh.
10th. And then I also
Brian
ran.
Wynn's been trying to cherry pick classes since 2008. That's pretty
Oh
impressive.
wow, that's not right. And then I also ran 13.5 World GT with
Oh my
foam tower.
God.
Dude, I ran 4 classes. That I've been throwing it down like that for fucking years. All right. And I was in the B main of that motherfucker. And I qualified fifth and I ended up fourth. And Skip Sparky, Kelly Bean, Tim Pandicio again, myself, Kyle Inman, and Ron Mick. Some people are still racing yet today, which is
Yep.
great to see.
Still racing World GT.
Yeah, they still are. So anyway, it's fun to like look at these past results
I
and
wonder if
like
I was in it there any of those years.
possibly.
I
I
don't know.
didn't look, but we could look.
I mean, I don't.
It
That's
is
not very
a
exciting.
thing. But anyway, so yeah, it's fun to look at. And 2009, I looked. I couldn't run stock 12 scale because of some Northeast Grand Slam series that Chicky put on.
Oh
I
yeah,
had I had one IIC A main. I think I had won the amateur touring car A main, and I might have made a 12 scale main
yeah.
in stock, and thus I couldn't run 12 scale stock, or I couldn't run touring car stock or 12 scale stock. So I had
Gotcha.
to run pro, whatever it was, and I was, almost dead fucking last, which is a fantastic name to describe that you sucked.
Yeah.
And in 10, I qualified B7th, and I finished B7th.
I could 10. No, I wouldn't have been there in 10.
Well, we can go
No, I
look.
wouldn't have been there.
Okay. And then
No.
2011, I introduced myself to this thing known as the A main.
Ooh.
And so it looks like the other thing that maybe helped me move into the A main at the time was a Top Rebel. So in 2010, I definitely was rocking a Speed Merchant. And in 2011, I cut over to the Top Rebel, and I qualified sixth, finished seventh. In 2012, I qualified sixth, finished fourth. In 2013, again on the Top Rebel, I qualified fourth, finished fourth. Um, Things get better after this. 2014, I didn't run 12 scale. It was all about Automatics that year. I wonder why. Um, in 2015, that was the first year with Roche, and I qualified second, and I finished third, which is pretty good. 2016, I didn't run touring car, or I didn't run 12 scale. It looked like I only ran touring car, or I didn't run. I'm sorry, I didn't run 17.5. I ran 13.5 that year.
Mm.
And then in 2017, I came back running. I got a second. I qualified second, got a third. And then 2018 was the pinnacle of my 12 scale nifs at this event by pulling off what is known as the TQ and the win. And
Oh.
then ever since then,
2018.
20
It's been downhill.
yeah, 2019, I don't know, my shit must have been just fucking out to lunch. I was seventh and seventh. And then ever since the A12 came along, I've TQ'd this fucking event, and I've never won the motherfucker. Holy fuck. What a disappointment. But
So
like
so
that's pretty
19,
good.
20,
No,
21,
no, 20, 21, 22.
2
Three
TQ fails.
TQs fails.
Nice.
That's
Trifecta.
that's a good record. And
That's a
so
fuck. That's a run, kid.
yeah,
That's
and
like not easy to do.
yeah, that is not easy to do. And if you look over the course of 5 years, I actually have 4 of 5 TQs in that class, which I'm pretty impressed by. I'm gonna pat myself on the back
Yeah.
and take a sip of beer.
Yeah. Weak fields. I mean, might as well take advantage of what you can.
Oh my God, weak field, suck dick. Wow, that's fucked. Anyway,
Uh,
that is fucked. Wow, weak fields. I've lost to some fantastic drivers. That's
yes,
all
you
I have to
have.
say. Um, but yeah. Anyway,
Who didn't fail?
or they failed less, or something.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, but I thought that was a fun set of stats, and I did that while waiting for some fucking meeting to start. And yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the third most productive thing I've done all day, and the second most was I took a shit. So let's just be on the same page
You've
here,
had a
okay?
slow day.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. This shit was pretty fast, but whatever. It is
Yeah.
what it is. Um, so those are my ins and outs.
So how was the race?
Uh,
You
it
went to
was
the
good.
Halloween Classic this weekend, sponsored by.
Roche RC USA,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I had fun,
Yeah.
and I think a good portion of people had fun, and
Yeah. Was there any shenanigans or any craziness?
Robert Shookman was dressed up like a court jester or maybe a jouster or something on Saturday. I do not have a picture of Robert
So,
Shookman dressed up.
so you had to go to a Ren Fest afterwards, or
Apparently, he's about to get married, and
okay?
his wife to be encouraged him to dress up for the race.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
So he had a costume for the Halloween
Yes.
Classic.
Yes. It was
Was he
definitely a costume.
okay? All right, that's a first, I think. I mean, usually,
I've seen my
I
I
mean,
saw
there's
my
some characters there. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, but I saw my first ever furry in real life at the Halloween Classic a few years ago.
Okay, how'd
Um,
that make you feel? Was that Larry
uh,
Fairtrace?
no, no, that's my first ever Chewbacca that
Okay.
I saw was at the Halloween Classic. Um, he's gonna love that comment. Anyway, but yeah, no, we've seen some shit there.
Yeah.
Like there was this one year, there was this guy wearing white linen pants by the
Oh.
front of the building,
Oh yeah.
and the shades weren't down, and all you saw was like he was a shower, not a grower,
Okay.
and it wasn't what you needed to see.
A little hairy
But
man ass through linen pants.
yeah. But
Yeah.
it was all you saw was dong, like
Oh,
it was
okay.
fucking just like a kickstand in those pants. It was
Oh,
not
okay.
good.
Well, you want to give
Anyway,
names? You might want the publicity.
I don't remember who it was. It was a long time ago. But
Okay.
yeah, like, and then there are other memorable Halloween classics.
By the way,
We had
those pants were not linen; they were silk. But
I don't know what they were.
just
They
kidding.
weren't you anyway. Um, and then there was another year we got Ron Getter the goat to wear like a super tight pair of pants.
Oh, I
They were
remember
white,
that.
and we also stuck a banana in his pants, but I don't
Yeah.
remember how long those lasted for.
Okay.
Um,
I remember that for whatever reason. I don't know
yeah,
why.
and then
Yeah.
but one of my favorite ones was it was like I think it must have been the 2012 one, whichever one when Hurricane Sandy was coming.
Yeah.
And I at the time my then girlfriend had been calling me incessantly about like the storm's coming, you should come home. The storm's coming, you should come home. And um yeah, and then I got to introduce myself to the word storm surge and all this other stuff. I just remember myself and Jerry Perez and probably Fairtrace had a good time laughing about the whole fucking thing, as I was basically just yelling back at her while I'm in the pits trying to race my toy cars.
Uh,
Um, yeah,
yeah, this
that
is
was a
your generator story that you told not too long ago. Yeah.
yeah. That
But
was a shit show. Anyway, whatever. So
so okay, so there was a guy dressed as a jester or something.
yeah.
What else? What other shenanigans? I heard there
Um,
was like a lot of takeouts at some point.
Oh, dude. Oh, fuck. So, um, I think everyone here has met Dana Bales once before.
Yeah.
And so, apparently, and this is, I'm gonna basically, just so I don't misquote, I'm gonna read something that someone else had written. I didn't write it. I didn't see it. But to me, this kind of like exemplifies what's going on. So what we were doing at the race was they had mod 12 scale and mod touring heats running, and they were giving those racers like 3 or 4 minutes on the track all to themselves.
Okay.
And in the last session, I believe on Friday, and I need for this chat app to give me the history. In the last session on Friday, of this, or it might even been on Saturday. I don't know when. What I hear was Dana throws down his super stock car in the mod heat, and then basically, tells everyone to go fuck themselves. When someone
Classy.
protests about it, and I can't find the message. It's taking too long to. And ultimately, then proceeds to spin out, and the people who are yelling at him then end up pile driving his fucking car with their
Okay.
mod cars in the sweeper.
Oh, nice.
Um,
It's always fun.
so yeah. So the same guys were in his same sort
So
for
let's look at this straight. Daniel
Q1.
Bales goes on the stand. They're like, "Hey, Dana, you're not a mod. You're not supposed to
Yeah,
be
and
up here. Eat
he's
a
like, shut
dick."
the fuck up. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good way to be, right? And
Okay.
then proceeds to spin his fucking car out and have people smash into it in the sweeper.
Nice.
It's definitely, one way to earn friends. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
How to win friends and influence others. You
yeah,
went to
yeah,
the
yeah.
Dale Carnegie 101.
Yeah. So this is what was written down. I'm just gonna, um, you mean a sociopathic douche nozzle? Dana making friends as usual. He puts his 13.5 car down in Mod 12 practice and then is told to pull his car by one of the racers. It responds by shut the fuck up and just try to keep up. Dana then proceeds to spin out in the sweeper, collecting the guy. So
Oh,
that guy
nice.
mixes his point to constantly take Dana out in Q1. As
Okay.
Jared, the race announcer, told the whole heat if they continue this in the next round, they're going to DQ everybody.
Nice. That's aggressive, but nice.
So, yeah, that's what happened.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Dudes
Yeah.
just peeling each other in a whole qualifier.
Yeah. So basically, they didn't sort by past experience or anything like
Yeah.
that. I was in the first sort of 12 scale, and I did 65 laps. The next closest guy did 60, I think. So there
Okay.
was a lot of passing going
Hey,
on.
you won your heat.
And
Good job.
yeah, I did. Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And yeah. So anyway, that was kind of interesting. The only other thing I think that was also kind of interesting was we all missed what I would refer to as my favorite part of the tracks layouts that are usually at Cleveland, which are these very nice soft-walled flappers.
Mm.
And they instead they did something with those sort of like drift style white and red
Curbs.
curb things that like
Yeah.
interconnect.
Okay.
And
I've never raced on these yet, so but they look nice.
they look beautiful.
Okay.
And Donnie had them at his track at the NYGP just 2 weeks ago.
You're right.
And I think if you use them in certain,
Appropriately.
yeah, if you use them like for certain parts of the track, it works out okay. And now I'm talking about it. I'll see if I can just go find a picture. I had to have taken a picture, or somebody has a picture of this fucking race of what the layout looks like.
I have
But
yet to see one video.
I haven't seen any video yet either.
Yeah. I
They
mean,
had the dial-up connection this weekend,
oh yeah, it would
and
cut in and out. Like it was horrible.
yeah, so the dial-up wasn't really supporting, I would say, any real streaming of things. And so
Yeah.
like the worst part is I have a picture. It's not a great picture, but that doesn't prevent me from sharing something. Um, so let me pull up the picture, and there's certain parts that are just so epically the gate. Like the sweeper is always going to be in the same spot. um I guess they could have done something different with the sweeper, but I've never seen that, thankfully. And so here's a picture just from like the edge of the pits,
Hmm.
and looks like the gate. Let's see if I can zoom in. Aha, I can zoom in. Cool. And so, all right, we're zooming. Good. We're zooming. Cool. So you see, they have these little red white things
Yeah.
at this board in this cross town,
That's
or
like a
not
pretty
cross town,
good
the
area
short
to have
chute.
them.
That's a great area to have them. All
Okay.
right, so I'm gonna keep on zooming if it'll
Okay.
let me. All right, there's a little bit of zooming. All right, so
Uh,
then
They have like a little
there's
island
these
there.
there's these two more parts here. There's like right towards the stand,
Yep.
there's some of them,
Okay.
and then there's this ring of fire
Uh-huh.
before you get onto the straightaway. And before you get on the straightaway, what they have there is a big 12-inch dot and a little piece of ice. So honestly, based upon the drive line of this the like you see where this blue blur of a car is in the center of the picture,
Hmm.
coming towards this other thing that kind of looks like, I don't know, it could be a cow, or I don't know, it's not a circle. And so you see in there they have two dots holding a piece of click track.
Yep.
That's to prevent people from just fucking kamikazing the corner.
Straight lining it.
And
Yep.
yeah. And so there were people that smacked the shit out of that fucking board,
Really
and it made tremendous noises. Um,
nice.
but even this section, I wasn't so it wasn't so hateful. What really kind of fucked on me a lot was going around this ring of fire.
Okay.
And so I had a few occurrences where um,
Just
I
trying to keep it
myself
tight.
would, yeah, dude, you're painting the fucking line.
Yeah.
Are you trying to win the race or what?
Yeah.
So if you did that with your 12 scale car, um, one of two things would happen. You either would kind of lose all forward momentum and
Okay.
push over a little
Okay.
bit,
All right.
or you might spin 360 degrees around.
Oh.
And so in Q3, no, I'm sorry, was it Q3 or Q4? I think Q3, maybe Q4 actually. I think I spun all the way around and still did a TQ run on this fucking
You
thing over
TQ'd
here.
in round 4.
Yeah,
I was
and
watching.
I think I did a spin out in the last 45 seconds
Yep.
on that thing.
You
And
lost a second.
yeah, and what had happened is one of the racers had let me by right before the ring of fire,
Okay.
and I had to just dodge them real quick.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I ended up spitting out on the ring of fire, which kind of sucked.
Oh.
Um, and then in the race, I kind of got distracted because someone crashed on the straightaway. And again, I touched the ring of fire, and my car kicks to the side, and then just Fabio was able to duck underneath me and
That was it.
kind of cruise along. And then I touched that thing again, and then this other inside thing of these little track, whatever it is, that fucked on me once towards the middle of the race. And then even the last lap, we were within a half second of each other,
Hmm.
and I just sent it through that section there where the ring of fire is. I had no intention on fucking turning. I
Yeah.
was just trying to scare the fuck out of Fabio.
Yeah.
And so my shit hits the fucking click track that's basically up against the straightaway. And because I really I just went straight and whatever. So I backed my fucking car into there, and then have a really long lap and somehow finish second still. But yeah, it is what it is. That's that was that layout. And all I can say is fuck those curbs.
It was
Um,
very
s-
fast.
yes, it was a super short layout.
Yeah.
We didn't use all the track,
I see
and
that.
um, yeah, basically what I could see was somehow or another I would get through this little short shoot section and through all those curbs that no one likes,
Hmm.
and my fucking car was just turning. It was just really good there. So I think that's where I gained all my time on pretty much everyone in the event. But you're playing with fire and the ring of fire, and it'd fuck on you, and then you would fail. So anyway, all in all, cool race. I had fun. Um, and all the while, I spent the weekend chasing Fabio Evangelista. Fabio is now a 180 racer, and because he's races at 180, they're the best guys in the country.
Because they
And
just beat on each other.
yeah, they kind of every weekend you beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
And so from a collection of people, they are probably collectively some of the best carpet racers in the country. And
Just
yeah, so
racers.
yeah, and yeah, just racers actually, because they won all of the asphalt national
Yeah.
championships this
Yeah.
past 2 weeks prior.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, so Fabio was right there. Um, Sean Rayfield was there in third, and even Wayne Gerber qualified fourth. So we had a 1, 2, 3, 4 in qualifying with the 812, which I thought was pretty cool. Um, every run I ran a different motor package, and I got to thank John Dixon for the help with the motors. Um, I
Rick
had
Astley.
brought, yeah, Rick Astley, he hooked me up, and I had brought a slot machine to race with, the same motor that was at Asphalt Nats.
Yeah.
He had another slot machine or two, and he also had his old R1 that he TQ'd carpet nats with at RCCA.
Okay.
And I ended up doing the TQ with that old R1 after we timed it down and we geared it the fuck up.
All right.
And yeah, so I don't know. It was a lot of fun. And what I was more shocked about was my touring car qualifying performance. So I ran stock touring,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a very good round one that had me sitting sixth overall. Um, and then in round four, I put freshies on, and I had a decent run. I didn't have to really move over for anybody.
Fresh
And the
tires.
Yeah, fresh tires,
Wow.
and put some fresh tires on, and just because they had less bite.
Okay.
Like the fresher the tire, the less they were in the track.
Okay.
And
This is the Jayco
so
handout.
yeah, then with the Jayco tire,
Okay.
and so put freshies on. Basically, they were like 4 lap old freshies,
Okay.
and
Were you mind fucking?
I had tried that, but it wasn't really playing out the way that you would hope.
Okay.
Because it just made them softer, and they didn't need to get softer. I kind of wanted them harder
Okay.
because they were super soft.
Okay.
But
I guess that's
the
good news that the Jaycos are really soft right now.
yeah, they're
Probably
kind of soft.
going into birds.
Yeah, probably good news. And like in warm or in practice on Friday, I actually ran a carbon car and I ran an alloy car.
Ooh.
And I finally got my alloy car like a tenth or so quicker than, excuse me, the carbon car.
Okay.
But the thing that encouraged me the most was I ran this much glue on my fucking tires.
Nice.
Fuck gluing tires. All right.
All
And
scale too.
which that might be part of the trade secret. But and maybe that's why the curbs are hard to run on. But yes, I didn't run glue in 12 scale either.
Oh.
And this is honestly the second year in a row that I've done this. So that is again a trade secret.
That now everyone knows.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't think anyone's listening because we have zero comments other than Brian Busey talking about the winking lizard.
Yeah. Well, and we'll get to him. He had a fantastic weekend. All right.
Yeah,
So
he was
anyway,
fast.
yeah, exactly. He was
Yeah.
fast. But let's talk about me first.
Okay.
Anyway, so but
It's your
yeah,
show.
I
I
was
mean, fucking A.
yeah, something like that. But I was totally shocked. I was able to pull some shit together in super or in stock touring, and like during the sort of like Saturday or Sunday morning warm up practice session, I found a few more things in the car, and I found like another tenth and a half, and what I did was I took the C26 off the car. You're not even listening. And then
Yeah, I'm
oh,
listening.
okay.
Took the C26, motherfucker.
I took the C26 off, which made the car way less edgy, especially going through that short shoot into the into the infield coming towards the stand.
The
And then
C26, that's the brace that goes across the front bulkheads, right?
yes, so I took that off, and I also just reduced my bump steer shim on the front steering.
Yeah.
I think what I have is honestly probably way too tall, but I'd started by copying Eric Anderson's setup from the MYGP and just kind of like tweaking from there. And yeah, probably the things that I learned, the things that helped me, I should probably just like go take that base setup again, put it back on, and then just make the 2-3 changes that were really helpful.
Right.
And yeah, so I'll probably do that for like 1 or 2 weeks from now when I get to run at Nora. I think on
Nora.
Nora. I don't know what that stands for, but the next race for them is going to be Saturday, November 5th, and so I hope to show up to that.
That's next weekend.
Get through a little stock touring and
Mhm.
whatever else. Just
So is
random
that
cars
like
I happen to
is
have.
that like the track that they do different things on?
They run oval and they run road course, and it has a subfloor, and it's like maybe an hour and a half north. It's in like a farm complex facility, I think.
Okay.
And
Sounds decent.
yeah, it sounds promising.
They
So
have
we'll have
heat.
to see. I hear they have heat. I don't know. I haven't been. And but yeah, let's hope they have heat. And I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
But yeah,
Hey, that's better than nothing.
it's certainly better than nothing. And if for some reason or another we were doing qual points, I would have gotten a 2 for the round. All right. So I was pretty jazzed about going faster than most everybody else, except for Dixon that round.
Yeah.
And yeah, all in all, like the, I think the turnout could always be better. Like the race was supposed to have like upwards of 90 some odd dudes. There were probably only 80 dudes by the time the day happened. A bunch of people fell out of the race, unfortunately. And yeah, I think overall, like, the competition, at least at the sharp ends of the fields, were pretty good.
Right.
And they didn't have like the deepest races. There wasn't C mains really of
Yeah.
anything or D mains of anything. But we only took 8 cars into the main, so that made it just like a bit harder for everybody.
Okay.
And yeah,
Any
I don't
reason
know.
for that?
The layout was so weird and small. Maybe
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
I mean, it was really quick. I mean,
make
you
that
guys were
call.
doing like 6-second laps in stock 12 scale.
Yeah, you could do like a 6.8 or a 6.9.
Yeah. It was like a
My
goddamn
car was
oval
ending
race.
with 7.1s, and just because I was sending it through the infield, I didn't give a fuck. I was just like, I'm either going to hit all the curbs or I'm going to catch Fabio, one of the two.
Right.
And I hit all the curbs. So anywho, yeah, and there was like decent racing up and down the field. I got to watch a few of the different classes, just while
Yeah, you only
marshaling
ran
or
2.
yeah, it was light for me, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Like you had all kinds of time for activities.
well, yeah, I wanted to try to actually do okay in the 2 classes, and so
Yeah.
I think if I TQ'd one and I got 5th or started 5th in the other, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
Um,
Got some good Chinese food from down the thing.
yeah, some Chinese food. I got some pasta with the sausage and the meatball.
Yeah, I
Just a
saw that.
classic at the gate.
Yeah.
And yeah, got to go to the fucking Caddy Shack, which I
Yep.
think is by far the one of the best dive bars, especially the best dive bar I've been to in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And then we went to Winking Lizard the other night, and that
Yeah.
fucking place is just garbage.
It always is garbage, but you still go there because it's
I
fucking
guess
open.
I'd rather go to Panini's. I think that place is better.
Yeah.
But whatever. Someone wanted to go to the Winking Lizard, so we went. And
There's
I
there's a
hope
lot
to
of
never
RC
go.
racers with poor taste. So
Yeah.
I mean, and they think that the Winking Lizard is good and that it's a fine establishment
Well,
and that they are by somehow they're going there, they're being sophisticated
no.
because it's
They're
beyond
not
their normal
sophisticated.
fucking McDonald's that they eat
Oh,
every
come
day.
on now. It's not that bad. But it's just like the the waitress is just so beat down at that place, and like
Well,
maybe
that's
a
not.
Cleveland -2. It's just really bad. And yeah, she was probably like 35, but she looked like she was aging on 62. And yeah, it wasn't good.
She probably felt the same about you.
Yeah, probably. We were there with a bunch of RC dudes, so it is what it is. But yeah, I all in all, I think event went off pretty good. And some of the things though, I definitely I reached out to the guys after the event, and Wayne tried calling me a little earlier today, but I was busy doing work. And uh,
He's probably like, "Don't trash my event on the podcast."
I don't know, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what he's
Okay.
saying. Anyway, but yeah, so hopefully we're gonna in 2023 we're gonna have hopefully brand new flappers. We're gonna have video, and we're gonna have internet. Those are the 3 things I kind of promised to how do we get the track with all those proper things so everyone can watch from home, they
Yeah.
can watch me TQ or fail,
Right.
and because like I know there was basically two people taking video. Nash was doing video, and also Slim was doing video. He
Mhm.
had his like 1987 camcorder.
Right.
So I don't know if that's on like Betamax or
VHS.
VHS-C,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
but
One
we
of
were trying to
those.
ask him about all the porns that he's filmed with it,
Yeah.
but he didn't really want to
You didn't want to
opine
talk
on
about
that.
those.
No,
Okay.
he decided not to.
All right.
But yeah, that was it. The gate, it's always a fun time. I love it. I've gone there 15 times. That's fucking crazy.
In a row.
In a row even.
Yearly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's a lot. The I don't know. I kind of like the layout. I mean, I like the Ring of Fire. I
yeah,
guess
I would
maybe
love it if it
running
was
on.
made of flappers.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was hard. Like no doubt, the motherfucker was hard.
Yeah.
And I was only second best that day. So it is what it is. You
Alright.
got to man up.
I saw that some classes ran AAA mains or AA
Yeah,
mains.
the two biggest classes by signups was stock touring and USGT, and they ran AAAs,
Okay.
and which made kind of the schedule a little rough.
You
I
left
think,
early.
yeah, I had to make a flight, but I was able to race A1, A2, and the 12 scale race. I couldn't do A3. So I left right after like race 14 or 15.
Mm-hmm.
I marshaled and I packed some more shit up, and then I left.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to leave at 3:45. I was out the door at 3:41. So like that was as good as it could have been.
Right.
And yeah, it is what it is. Like making a flight is making a flight.
Yeah.
I'd rather have gone home at that point in time
Yeah.
than said I'm gonna run my stock touring A3 where in A1 it was crazy.
Yeah. You broke some
Basically,
shit.
yeah, Dixon and Brad Johnson got into each other, and I tried driving through the smoke full throttle,
Yeah. Didn't work.
and it almost worked until I got to basically the sweeper, and
Mm-hmm.
then I don't know if the car was broke by then or not, but it fucking hit the outside or the sweeper wall
Yeah.
full fucking speed.
Nice.
And I broke or I bent the shit out of a shock holder,
Mm-hmm.
and the rear of the car, instead of it having about a 5.4 mil ride height, it had about a 4.6 mil ride height. So it was
Oh,
pretty
okay. Yeah.
good. Yeah, that was less than spectacular, but other than that, it was all right. And then in A2, my slow ass car was it wouldn't rotate the sweeper for whatever reason, and it wouldn't want to get into the infield for whatever reason. And so when you need to start tightening those corners up because there's guys knocking on your door, it normally doesn't go well.
Mm-mm. You get
And
run over.
yeah, so I got run over into the infield a few times, and eventually I think I finished 6th or something on the road out of 8,
Mm.
which wasn't my preferred outcome when I was sitting in 3rd. But
Yeah.
I had thought something would happen. I just didn't think it would happen that many times. Yeah. So anyway, it is what it is. We move on. It wasn't necessarily my race to win. I was just like,
Yeah.
it was
You're
kind of
doing
like
laps.
I'm circulating.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But
You might
I
pick
was
up
still
a few
beating
couple spots
people
just because
while
of whatever.
circulating. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I've been there. Well, good.
but yeah.
So what about
that's,
Busey? You said you were going to get back
Oh
to
yeah.
him.
So mod touring was running, and he
Yeah.
only ran mod touring.
Focused.
Sure, he focused on mod touring, but
Yep.
he focused so hard he didn't run his A because his ride wanted to leave early, and so he didn't even run the A. He could have won the A of mod touring, but it was like near the end of the program. So
Who was his ride?
Brad Johnson. He wanted to get home.
Brad Johnson. Fuck Brian Busey.
Yep.
Nice.
You heard it first. And which is interesting because Brad was really helpful this weekend to a lot of people, and I
Yeah.
actually need to thank Brad for all the help that he gave. Different people, whether it was
Yeah.
customers or team members or whatever
Yeah.
it was great.
Yeah.
Um,
He's always
but
good with a good hand, helping hand.
yeah, Bussy might I don't know how excited he was about not making the race, but it is what it is. Bussy put down a run in Q1. And he did one I think in Q2, which was almost as fast. But he had TQ after all the rounds,
Yeah.
and he definitely he he looked like he should have been out there running mod.
Oh,
That's
okay.
really what it came down to. All right,
Yeah.
him and Jeff Rowland
Hmm.
and Mark Livermore, they all had that kind of I'm faster than the stock TQ pace going on.
Okay.
Which I think is an important thing, and it's a great way to judge like how well are you doing or not.
Right.
And
Especially on that tight track.
exactly, dude, like that track ain't easy, and especially if you're still working on your program, you don't have everything right. One of the guys had so much fucking power down the straightaway. I was like, oh my god, turn that shit the fuck down, because like I was out there maybe with the 12. It was either 12 scale or a stock car, I don't remember, and almost got run over on the straightaway. But like the crazier part was it was going Mach 12 into the sweeper. And when you have to jump on the brakes so much that you almost kiss the outside wall.
Yeah.
So it's just like, there's a balance,
Yeah.
between going slow and like being Mach 17.
Yeah.
The one thing I did, and I think this is kind of like a byproduct of the prior weekend, was I ran more drag brake this weekend in touring car than I've ever run in my life.
Mm.
And so I ran in a Tekin, I ran 8 on the drag brake, where I normally would run maybe a maximum of 3 on the drag brake.
Yeah.
And it helped, like in that infield section, you could, kind of get a good head of steam going, especially as you came past the driver's stand and up to the ring of fire.
Hmm.
And so you kind of had to modulate your throttle a bit there and or hit the brake. And the drag brake just kind of helped whoa the car in and get around the ring of fire a bit.
Hmm.
So I think that wasn't a bad decision. And it's something like I guess throughout the years I've been probably a little more reluctant to do because when I used to be fast in stock touring or super stock touring, all I did was push brake the motherfucker around the track. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. Even an old dog can learn a new trick.
Hmm.
And so I'm going to try to, play with more, drag brake in the future, and we'll see how that goes. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I definitely got to pull some ESC setups from the different cars over the last few weekends. The only car that I did not mess with from a power package perspective was stock 12 scale. Um, that has no drag brake whatsoever.
Yeah.
And but literally every time the car went on the track, there was either a different physical motor, a different timing amount, or a different gear on that car, just trying to get the thing fast and get it like have some
So why
speed
do you
up
think
front.
the slot machines weren't running?
I don't think they actually weren't running per se. My issue at the time was I couldn't get enough upfront speed, and it like out the back. And this is what happens to me all the time in the 12 scale race. Out the
Hmm.
back, I usually have the fastest 12 scale, but
Hmm.
up front, it's just like, hey, look, you're 3/10 off. Go
Right.
fuck yourself.
Yep.
And
I typically have that problem in 13.5 12 scale.
yeah, and I think all that really means is we need to play with probably timing down and gearing the fuck up.
Hmm.
And over a period of time, you just start running out of time. Because like the
Yeah.
the other thing is, you show up with a car and you don't know like what's going to be the right combo. All right. And I do remember
Combo as
last
in.
like setup to make the thing work.
Okay.
And, because forget motor, if the car don't work, you can't test motor. So you have to
Right.
get the car to work.
Right.
And, last year I know I ran uh, green fronts and I ran an X-ray 0.6 side spring. But I showed up my car just coming from the MYGP, and I had the new front pinks on the front
Mm-hmm.
and that same pink on the side.
Yeah.
And so, initially I ran that for a few heats, a few practice rounds, and just kept on running, seeing what was working, and trying to figure out like what was my best lap time I could do with whatever motor I happened to have at the time. And I wasn't changing the motor. I was just keeping the motor constant, trying to make the car better.
Right.
And so I first side springed it down. So instead of running the 0.7 on the side outside, I went to the 0.4 outside. And my lap times decreased, which was good.
Mm-hmm.
I then later went to running the green spring, the 1.3 green on the front. And I knew instantly that that was going to be better, because what was happening in that layout when you got into the infield, and by in the infield I mean after the short shoot, you had to go around all those like little fucking barriers.
Mm-hmm.
You needed a car with like a really good front end where it would transition real fast.
Okay.
And the minute I put the green on the front end, I was like, oh shit, I have a race car. And so I left that on, and I
The
ran
stiffer front spring.
the stiffer front spring, and I ran the black side spring on the outside for Q1.
Mm-hmm.
And I could tell you this, the car just it didn't cut well. And so it didn't, through the short shoot, it didn't cut into that infield section
Yeah.
the way I would have hoped. And so for Q2, all I did was I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll put these, pink springs on the side and run it. I probably did run, we had practice in between rounds.
Your
And
favorite thing.
that is my favorite thing. And so any race that I'm a major sponsor of, there will be practice in between the fucking rounds. All right. You know why? Because my shit ain't good yet. All right. And it's
I
gonna
need
get
more
good,
time.
and I need more time. Exactly. And so I think most people enjoy it. And if they don't, sorry, they don't like toy car racing then. So yeah. So ran other things, blah blah blah, tried stuff, and that clearly for me was the winner. And it wasn't overly aggressive, it wasn't too crazy. I also, in one of the rounds, I think in round 2 I tried raising my center dampener. I went to a thicker center dampener. And so
Okay.
we're using like the diff checkers,
Yeah.
where it shows you a numeric value, and
Mhm.
we had Bill Sider make something that you can put the 812 dampener into.
Yeah.
Mind you, if I had props, if I actually emptied my shit, I could do all this stuff. But we could actually try this is how you tune a fucking 12 scale car podcast, but that would be boring.
Mark
It
Stiles
would,
already did that for Automatics.
sure, but
He did.
anyway,
Yeah, he was
yeah, I
out
bet
there.
he did. Yeah.
It was
Anyway,
actually
so
informative. I watched it.
okay. So the whole diff checker thing, though, I think is totally revolutionary, because you can then
They got
figure
those
out
over there
like,
too.
okay, good. You can figure out what's thicker, what's thinner.
Yeah.
And based upon that, like the thinner it is, the more the fucker's going to rotate. And the only problem you could have is in a class that's powerful, if the thing's too thin, what you'll find is like the car is really hard to drive out of the corner. Like the car just gets super fucking loose on the exit.
Mm-hmm.
And that normally means that that center dampener just ain't thick enough.
Okay.
But it's stock 12 scale. It don't fucking matter. So
Yeah. It's
I
hard
went
to
back
tell.
well, it is hard to tell, and you got to just try things. So I
Mhm.
tried something else in A2, and it wasn't, or I'm sorry, Q2, it wasn't so good. And then basically the car from Q3 and the car from Q4 was the same car. Nothing changed
Just motor.
except for timing down, gearing the fuck up. That was all that changed.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's always a little interesting to chase that sort of shit. I do hate I'm not good at motors. I don't like fucking around with motors so much. I rather just work on the car, make the car drive well,
Right.
and then do the other shit. But
Motor is what it is.
yeah, motor is important, and that's why my shit's usually slow. So thanks again to John Dixon for the motor help.
He's never
Anyway,
going to give you up. That's for sure.
yeah, never gonna give me up. Never gonna let me down. Um, anyway, but yeah. So the other funny part was I then went to Wayne. Wayne sitting behind me, Wayne Gerber. He actually looks like Jesus right now, and he has like
Oh,
super
okay.
long hair. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
looks like more like let's call it old Elvis
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay.
Not like thin Elvis Jesus, but older Elvis Jesus.
Okay.
Anyway, um, and so Wayne was complaining about his car not turning, and I was like, well, Wayne, just fucking put these springs on, like put the green and put the pink. And he's like, well, do you have any pinks? I was like, well, I took these right off the front of my car. Here you go. Put them on your car. And he ran them, and he was happy because he was nervous that it was going to be too hard to drive, too twitchy.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes my shit is like a little bananas. Um, but he liked it, and then other people copied it, and like we probably sold like 6 set of pink springs to people with their A12s. Um, and in general, like out of the 8 cars in the 12 scale A main, uh, the first 4 were A12s, and then we had Fershing in a CRC car, and then I have to look at the rest of the heat. Dana was in there with the Destiny, not the new one. He ran the new one in GT12 and did well with that. And then who else did we have? We had Eli in with an X-ray, and I think it was maybe Butters was the last guy in the A main who had the A12. But
Is that what he's
and
running?
yes, Jason Engel's running A12s,
Hmm.
and he actually lent an A12 to Zach Schuckenberg, who's an year-over-year CRC car runner.
Right.
And Zach qualified second in super stock with his borrowed A12.
Oh.
First in super stock was Dixon.
Mm-hmm.
Third in super stock with an A12. And third in super stock was Radicke, also with an A12.
Oh, is that what he's
Um,
on now?
yeah, and he bought those of his own accord. He was on the Roche team. He went to the Destiny team, and he just bought his own A12s in the last year. So
Yeah.
and he also
Well, good.
ran mod with the A12. He TQ'd that.
Yep.
Um,
Won that with the
and
rad speed design or whatever fucking body that
they're
is.
called super rads.
Super rads.
Yeah. So he has a few bodies in the works. He had 2 of them on his cars. The O2 was running in mod, and the O3 was running in super stock.
Okay.
And
Did you try
like
one? What body were you on?
in 12 scale stock, I ran my favorite,
Audi.
the BA002, the Audi, but in the paper thin version.
Yeah.
And mine had at least 4 races on it.
Yeah.
So there was a Roar sticker on it. I know I ran it at Mile High.
Van
I
Ert
ran
loves
it.
that you run that body, by the way.
I know he does.
He's fucking
And
just.
that's fine. And then I ran it at NYGP, the same body. And then I might have run it before Roar Nats also.
So you're saying it
It might
had
have
more
been on.
tape on it?
It was
It had more
actually
tape on it than body.
that no, it didn't. It wasn't that bad. That body I cut out at Snowbirds. So I had run that body almost all season. So
So you never went to the freshie, huh?
I ran the freshie. The car didn't feel as free. So I was like, fuck it. I'm not gonna run it. Because the flared out, beat down body was free as a motherfucker, and it was
Yeah.
turning lap time. So
All
I
right.
was, but I left the body behind.
Oh,
I gave it
in
to
memorial.
Radicke. I was like, hey Radicke, maybe you want to make something that looks kind of more like this. Here you go. And we'll see. You never know. So
That's funny.
yeah, and who knows? Maybe someday Montec will finally come up with a stock 12 scale body.
Yeah.
I at the moment I think we're busy actually making money by selling oval bodies, but
Yeah.
Other than that, like anything could happen. It doesn't really matter.
That's good.
You
Are
just
we
need a hope and a
online,
dream.
by the way? Because there's like 0 comments.
We are online. I don't know why there's no comments.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, but probably something's broken. People probably like chatting us up like crazy, and we just
can't
don't
see
see
shit.
it. Yeah, I could try to turn my phone on, look at the comments. Let's see. Let's see. People are probably chatting us up. Or maybe we've cursed too many times and now they've
Censored us again.
censored us. Like the man likes to hold us down.
Yeah.
Let's see. Only one comment online that I
Yeah.
can see.
Yeah.
Oh no, live show. Oh shit. Is this it? I don't know. Let's see. It's one of
I
them has
mean,
48 comments on it.
I
Oh no,
know
that
we're
was the
streaming.
MYGP one. We have 45 comments and we can't even see them.
Jesus.
Woo!
Holy
All right.
shit.
So I'm just gonna read the stream of consciousness. Oh, I can't even see them all. Jimbo Masalu says you're hilarious. I don't know what he.
Oh, yeah.
And then he said Cactus Jack, and then
Oh,
Buka says I'm here, and Will Sheffield says I'm here, and so and then Bruno says Bing Bong. I don't know what that means. But yeah, there are comments. We just can't see them.
okay.
Something's wrong with our platform.
That's fucked
Uh,
up.
I apologize to everyone who wants to be commenting and wanting
Yeah,
us to
part of the
read your
show.
comments.
Yeah, all we got is
Um,
Brian Busey's bullshit about some IPA at the Winking Lizard.
I think the Winky Lizard killed it. That's
Oh, is that what it
the-
is? It's
yeah,
killed
it
many
was-
things.
Yeah, totally. Zach Struttenberg said, had a great weekend. Zach, you did have a great weekend.
Yeah.
James Riley is laughing. Dave Johnson, the other Johnson brother, he's saying, yo. It was Dave Johnson's birthday on Sunday, Main's Day.
Oh, okay.
He pulled off the TQ and the win in USGT.
Okay.
And he finished third in stock touring. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. You might not have seen Brad in a while. Or, I'm sorry, not Brad. You might not have seen Dave in a while. But you guys were in the kind of like the same area. If you had to guess, how old do you think Dave Johnson is?
Oh, he's probably about my age, 46, 47.
If you were to guess higher or lower, pick one.
Higher.
You're right. He is a little higher, and but yeah, I was shocked. I don't like outing girls' ages on the internet.
Well, he's
But
not a girl.
I know, I'm kidding.
Oh.
And but he's like 5 years older than me, and I think he looks great. No homo, but I think he looks great.
Yeah.
So anyway, Justin Hingefeld's asking, what's the super rad body like compared to the M20? I don't know. I did run.
Radicke isn't giving off free samples. He needs to give out some samples.
Some samples. Wow.
Yeah.
Free
I mean,
samples.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to get this shit out there, let's get some samples going, kid.
I guess. So apparently, Radicke, if you want to crash test your bodies, send some to the Mangler because he just bought a 12 scale kit. Anyway.
Need samples.
Yeah.
Get them Florida sales going, kid.
Yeah. Oh, and now we have Jared Barton filing in here. He was our race announcer, and we got to race with him 2-3 weeks ago at the MYGP. But he came out to do like real work and help run the race, so it was great. He's saying thank you for helping bring him out. I'm just happy we had someone there, like who focused on running the race, doing that stuff, which was great. It's been a bunch of years since we had a dedicated announcer. And
well, didn't Getz do it all the time?
Yeah, Getz was doing it for a while.
Yeah.
We do have a new plan. What we're going to do is next time, next year for my 16th year, I'm going to fly in.
Your Sweet 16?
Yeah, Sweet 16. I'm going to fly in, and I'm going to, from the airport, I'm going to go to Chris Getz's house.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to do like one of those Molly Ringwald movie things. I'm going to have a ghetto blaster, and I'm just going to crank whatever that fucking song was.
In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel.
Get it, or whatever that shit is.
In Your Eyes.
Yeah.
It's Peter Gabriel, motherfucker.
Whatever. So, but the reality is, super happy Jared wants to come out and announce. It's great. You might see Jared soon at another establishment. I don't want to, drop the bomb that he's going to show up to another race that's going to be happening in December, but hopefully he does.
180.
And I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe.
Okay. No.
I think there's talks, negotiations, things
Jared's a
going on.
talented racer too, so the fact that he
Yeah,
just
he's
puts his racing
sacrificing his
up,
race career.
for his announcing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's kind of
I
big.
remember like this past year at Snowbirds, I'm like, who the fuck's this Jared Burton guy? All right, I got him covered. No, I didn't. Like, hey, who's this fucking guy? No, I think we were kind of like right there all the time. It seemed like we were always running next to each other on the clock. But yeah, I was just like, okay, well, I guess I don't got this guy. I don't know who he
Yeah.
is, but
Well, you could
never
try
heard,
next
fucking
time.
heard of him in my life.
Yeah,
He's
that's
got
all
some
right.
nice looking bodies.
Sure.
Yeah.
They're okay.
Yeah.
And I did at the event. I coerced Fershing to running the Audi also.
Oh,
So he saw my car going around. He's like, maybe I should put that body on.
yeah.
So so there were 2 Audis in the
Vanner,
top
take-
5. So suck it, Vanner. Suck it.
I just talk to him. Every time I talk to him, he's like, you just need to get off that fucking bullshit Audi stuff that fucking FJ's doing. Like,
It's okay. It's all part of the package, dude. I like running the ZT hubs on the slow classes. The Audi is nice and free. I make the car mega aggressive. And
Audi's not nice and free. It don't turn like it don't turn for shit.
yeah. But like to me, then I can make the car do shit and the body doesn't do it.
What does it matter
So-
who does it, as long as it does it?
Yeah, I don't know. I rather like that's the Audi is half the secret why you can run not glued tires at that race.
So, were
'Cause-
you able to run glued? You had to run glued tires in New York Grand Prix.
I tried. I spent a whole day trying not to.
Yeah.
And what I can tell you is those little fucking red and white road rail things. When you have much higher grip, you cannot. The gate is not high grip. But
Right.
if you have much higher grip, the second you get on those fucking things, they really fuck you. And the gate is just lower grip. And so you can get away without gluing. And yeah. So yeah. And Jared
Interesting.
saying, I had fun at Birds. Monty, I failed the majority of the weekend, but that's probably my favorite event overall. Well, Birds is a good time. There was a little podcast going on last night. RC
Oh, you
Oval
scab on me
Connection.
again?
I was just listening. Simmer the fuck down.
God
All right.
damn.
I was
What's this?
participating.
What is this?
The RC Oval Connection.
RC Oval Connection.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And
I might need to watch this. What's going on? Who's this?
You might need to. I want to say it's Ricky Canoodle. I think that's who it is. And,
Mr. Two-cell lipo himself.
I don't know. Anyway,
That's who did it.
Okay, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Anyway,
Well, that's who.
so they had Boylan on, and I was mostly there just to see what Boylan was going to say.
Okay.
And he didn't say much, so whatever. It is what it is. So
Yeah, Mike is never a wealth of information unless it's a fucking hurricane.
wow, but Mike's not in a bad spot. Like the way he positions himself with this is not bad. He's like he's putting his entry later and later and later and later, and he just waits to watch like what class isn't gonna be a bag of dicks.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so he doesn't get the bag of dicks class at the
Right.
end.
Yeah. No.
And,
I mean, he's very methodical and he likes to see what's going on. And like, yes, he waits to the last minute to like, because every year it kind of fucking changes because RC races are like fucking pissing in the wind. You never know where it's gonna go. And so he definitely does that. And that's kind of where I was going with it. He for sure he plays his hands close to his vest. You really don't know. I don't know. Well, maybe. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Yeah. Fucking,
Well, little known fact. Mike Boylan named the Montec oval bodies.
Okay.
So he ended up being my my naming guru. We tried using some other names, and he's like, "Yeah, those good old boys. They don't really like align themselves with like tracks like Phoenix and other things like that." They're like, "No, ain't happening." And as another shout out here, this is a free advertisement, okay? Jared is going to be going on the RC Oval Connection tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern Time to discuss the Putnam race. And he's suggesting that people come, tune in, listen, learn, and heckle. So he
Okay.
apparently wants to heckle. So I recommend everyone getting on and heckling.
All right. So who is it? Is it Kernoodle?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mr.
You
Two
should
Cell
get on and
Lipo.
heckle. Oh, wow. I don't know if I know the story. How about this?
You know the
Why don't-
fucking story.
I don't know if I do. Why don't you tell us the story?
It's you take the 2-cell and the 1-cell case, and then when you go to tech, you don't plug it all the way. You cut it in half. And you don't plug it all the way through. So you're only measuring 1 cell. And when you go to you push it all the way down, and now you have 2 cells.
Okay, but it's not like you're running 2S. It's just
Yeah,
that
you
the
are.
top. No, hold on. Are you really running 2S? Because
Oh no. Okay, he was just overcharging the one thing.
yeah.
That's right.
So
Yeah, that's what
the
it was.
top cell is at 4.2.
Yeah. The
And
bottom
the
cell.
bottom cell is like 5.7.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
when you make it together, it forms Voltron, and your shit's fucking blazing fast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's Ricky Kernoodle.
Yeah.
The most genius cheating way to cheat, and I didn't think about it, and that still pisses me off.
Yeah. I haven't. I'm not a good cheater myself, so I'm
I'm
not
not a
just
cheater.
over
I'm
it.
just I'm an inventor. I like to play. I like to look at things and say, hey, let's read this rule and see how how it applies. And
Yeah.
like putting a rear diffuser on a touring car. It's like hey, you can do that.
Did you actually run that at Asphalt Nats?
Yeah,
You did?
yeah.
Is the rear? Hold on. Let's back up. Let's rewind. Ask a few more questions.
Okay.
What class did you run the CRC rear diffuser on in touring car?
Mod.
Mod.
Yeah.
And so was it because of rule 12.3.6.3 that you made the event, or was it because of the rear diffuser made by CRC?
Oh.
Okay. I don't know. Just asking for a friend. Just
It
wondering.
was actually part of my skill and ability, but hey, fuck
Oh,
off.
okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Man, if I just didn't blow out in fucking Q4, god damn, I would have been wiping my dick with all you guys. I've been like, fuck you guys. Oh,
Yeah, and if the thing about Roar Nationals and the fucking qual point system, there's always if I would have blah 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 blah.
but on like total pace, if we just did a heads up, I might have been like 5th overall on the run I was on. So
No, I don't think you're gonna.
it was a heater, bro. It was a heater.
It was good. I'm not gonna give it to you. It was good.
Oh. But I didn't do it. The race would have had to have been 4 minutes long, and then I might have still blown out. Anyway.
Yeah, it's just like in 17.5, my round 3 time was fucking 12th fastest, but yet it really was like 8th fastest run overall.
Mhm.
It was just fucking so stupid. Like,
Yeah.
it was so close.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah,
It is
exactly.
what it is.
Yeah.
But
So
hey, I am happy to see that we have comments. People are here.
okay. Just too bad we can't see them.
Yeah. Well, you can just fire up your phone, and here they are.
I
right
can't
there.
do 2 things at once.
You can't do 2 things at once.
No, I mean I'll have to read later till I'm taking a poop or something.
Yeah. I try not to relive anything I do in my life. I just try to like keep going forward. It's
Well,
much
I
easier.
mean I usually do too. I don't really go back, but just in this case I might.
Mhm.
Just
Okay.
to see if I missed anything.
You might have.
You never know.
But yeah, you totally, you never know. It's one of those things. So I don't know why the platform isn't supporting the comments
chat.
to us. We're sorry for everyone we missed for the first 45 minutes because we weren't paying attention. And but yeah, I can't wait to see all the people laughing at me with my TQ and fails, bro. I can't wait. So many failures. Oh, it is what it is.
Yeah. So where are you running this weekend? Are you running? Are you gonna take a weekend off finally?
No, I don't do that. All right. I need to keep my skills up.
I don't know how you fucking do it. Like,
Well, so what's going on is tomorrow night I have a concert to go to, which is great.
who are you gonna see?
I'm see Death Cab for Cutie, a
Oh.
local Seattle band.
I'm actually I don't. I might go see them. So Monday, or is it Tuesday? I think it's Monday. I think Monday of Snowbird or Tuesday of Snowbird. It's one of the two. That Death Cab is playing and I might be going. I might be leaving Snowbirds to go see that and then come back.
Hi, can I get a ticket?
Oh, it's in Tampa. You gotta drive. We gotta drive Tampa.
Yeah, but you're already driving there, so I can just go with you.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll talk to my friend.
All right. See if you can hook me up. Anyway,
I think it's
hope
the
it's all.
30th.
Oh, that's before. That's Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have to fly in early. I don't know.
Motherfucker, you're gonna fly. You're gonna fly in early anyway.
No, I usually show up late, or just like just enough. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway,
Yeah, I think it's the Thursday. I think it's the 30th.
okay, but we should talk about that. So
Well,
anyway,
maybe you just fly into fucking Tampa.
yeah, maybe.
No, it's the
maybe
31st. It's Tuesday, so we would leave, and then
That's fine. I could do that anyway.
Mm.
Because I usually stay up all night anyway that day,
yeah.
so it'd be fine. But yeah, so I have that going on.
It depends
and
on
then-
somebody's mood whether or not you get a ticket.
Ooh, wow.
Wow.
Well, I heard. What did you do this past weekend, Mangler? Let's talk about that.
I went to a Halloween costume party.
Okay, and so
Halloween party.
what did you wear?
So I was sitting there and I was talking with my friend, and she was like, "Well, what do you have? Do you have like costumes?" I'm like, "No, I've never been to a Halloween party as an adult. I have a costume." She's like, "Well, don't you have like old jerseys or something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I have like old football jerseys, but like, it's like whatever. What are you gonna do? It's just a football jersey, right? It's not really anything." And then I'm like, "Well, I do have some old wrestling singlets. We can go as wrestlers." And she's like, "Yes." And so I pulled out my old AAU wrestling singlets that I haven't worn since March of 1985, or maybe it was February of 1985, 1995. Sorry, February of 95. What's up?
Why do you have that shit?
I don't know, dude. I have so being an only child and rather athletic, I have like boxes of just memorabilia of my athletic career and prowess.
You sure it wasn't the wall of mediocrity?
No, it was, dude. I was always like the MVP. Fucking, I was always that kid. I was that kid. I mean, what? I can't help it.
I
not my
can't
fault.
help it.
They sucked. I was better. I mean, so any case, so I have like these tubs of just memorabilia throughout my athletic career, which I have just continued to move through my life with, and I don't know why. I'm not gonna give them to anybody. They're really at this point just trash. But any case, I don't know, maybe when they build a museum of me, they'll use it. I don't. Whatever.
A museum of you.
So, any case, so I still have these wrestling singlets from AAU days. The last time I wore them was after the state tournament in like February or March of '95, and so I pulled them out and I put one on, and it still kind of fit 100 and some pounds later, and
It's very stretchy.
it was holding on for fucking dear life. I mean, it had the fucking figure 4 of grip around my stomach.
Andrew Mallory is saying, trying to erase this from my mind. All right, just throwing it out there.
You're no fucking peach, Andrew. So I'm just kidding. It's all good.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's all good. So yeah. So I have a red and a blue, and I wore the red, and she wore the blue, and we went as wrestlers.
Okay,
and,
so who wore it better?
Well, I also wore a robe because we have decency laws in the state of Florida. So
no, hold on. There is no such thing as decency and Florida. That is not a thing that has synergy. All right, come on.
So anyway, I didn't want to look like total Florida man. But anyway,
Okay.
yeah, no, I wore a robe, and then like I did the robe for a little bit, and just kind of broke a pose down or whatever, and that was about it.
Now,
like,
was this a robe like one that you stole from like a Howard Johnson's, or like give us the play-by-play? Was it white terry?
No. It was it was like a nice robe, like a real robe, like you get off Amazon for like $10.
I'm sorry, hold on. Nice and Amazon.
Well, whatever.
I wasn't.
You know what I mean?
Anyway, was it like a Hugh Hefner like smoking jacket sort of thing?
No, it was just a normal robe. It was black.
Okay. It was black. All right. So you had the black robe and this red thing that was
Singlet.
very low cut, like where your navel was almost hanging out.
Well, it was about like right here.
Yeah. hmm Are people
Oh
sharing pictures with you right now about
no,
it? No.
no. There
Okay.
there has been no photographic evidence of this.
I am putting out a bounty, $1,000 to anyone in that greater Tampa St. Pete area who might have a picture of this son of a bitch in the singlet. All right. I don't want to see this 1995 version of Mangler. I want to see the 2020 October centerfold mansplay of Mangler in this singlet. Because I did see some pictures. I was privy to some pictures at Nats. And I think we talked about this probably last time too, because I love
Yeah.
this story. And yeah. How about this Mangler? What would it take for you to wear the singlet at Snowbird Nationals?
For how long?
A qualifier.
I have to run a whole qualifier in it?
Correct. You have to walk up, disrobe, wear the singlet, and then get
You're
off
not
the
gonna
stand.
see anything because I'll be behind the driver's stand.
It doesn't matter. You stand at the end, we will all see everything. I know you stand at the end. You walk
Yep.
up the stairs, you stand right there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whew.
Whew.
I can be bought because I am a
I know
fucking-
you could be bought. Do you need an entry paid for? Do you
Oh
need
no, it's gonna be
12
more
scale
than that.
stock tires?
No. It's gonna be more than that.
All right. Well,
We're talking at least 10K.
10K, you're fucking high. Get the fuck out of here. 10K. You
All
know
right,
how many?
5.
You know how many
5.
You know how many strippers Bill Sider can hire for 10K? All right.
Well, he's a good source of income then for you to get to pull the money in.
Yeah. Well, not for me, but for for other people. He ain't paying you 10K. Come on now.
Oh, I know. Well, that may rock his world. You never know. Like,
People are suggesting that you run it on Mains Day all day. But the question is, will that be on Saturday because you'll be in the bees? Or will that be on Sunday and you'll just be hanging out, like just sitting here, like
eat a dick.
yeah.
The best part is like it kind of comes down in the middle here, so my nipples and
Yeah.
everything are like and just furs flying out and oh
Furs.
yeah, it's rather hilarious.
All
Like
right.
I back in the day, man, this was the shit. Like, you had these singlets, like these were like the singlets to have. Like these were like you were a baller and you was looking good and styling as you was thumping folks on the mat and
Thumping folks. Okay.
yeah, thumping chumps, man.
Uh-huh. All right. Well,
And yeah, but yeah, you were looking good. And the thing is that I still kind of do, but no, I don't know if it's just
I actually will also put a secondary challenge out there to people, and we'll do this for snowbirds because it's a good time. If anyone wants to come dressed up to snowbirds as Mangler in the singlet, we will make some things happen for you. All right. Like that's how you get like a brand new A12 kit sent to your house. All right. That's gonna be amazing. All right. Limit 3 per participant. Snowbirds 2023. All right.
You're
That's
gonna have
'cause
so many dudes in singlets.
it's like $1,000 investment, roughly, give or take, carry the one. I think it could really work out well.
All right, 5K. I'll wear it for a qualifier.
Dude, no one's giving you 5K.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I got a.
You would
price,
have to marshal, and you'd have to marshal something terrible, like what crashes all the time.
Euro truck.
Maybe, and it would have to be you're like the only marshal, and you're like sprinting across the track like this. That would be amazing. So, anyway.
I mean, it would be funny, and I wouldn't mind doing it. The problem is that there's just people that will take videos and pictures of it, and next thing you know, I got a dick in my mouth, and it's just like,
That could happen right now.
Yeah, but at least I'm clothed and look decent. Then you don't have to explain 2 things. You don't have to explain 1.
Amazing. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So, should be interesting. We'll see what happens. Maybe
Hold on, let
Snowbird.
me give me
Uh-oh.
go ahead.
Are you going to change? Are you like Clark Kent and you're going into a phone booth? Because that would be fucking amazing here, folks. We would break the goddamn internet if this motherfucker comes out in a singlet. So, what I will share is I am also doing a similar dress
I
up.
thought I had it here. I don't have it here.
Oh, that's a shame. I am also doing a similar dress up Halloween party on Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
I'll be going to it after failing running off road on carpet, and I'll probably have to leave that early and just to go because the events that run at Die Hard RC usually have like 250 people there, and like
Why bother?
what do you mean?
Just don't go.
But I can go there from 7 a.m. to 5 or 6 p.m.
Don't. Just stay home.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Just take
I
some
race.
time.
I race toy cars, motherfucker. All right. You
All
don't try to
right.
tell me what to do. All right. What are you trying to be, my wife? Anyway, but I'm just kidding, honey. This comes in just like Anyway,
Fucking body slams you.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I will, unlike you, I will share our Halloween picture next
Yeah,
week
because it's
on the
going to be
show.
civil and probably decent.
Yeah, we'll see. You
What are you
make
going to
the
be?
call.
Are you going to?
Again, you got to wait. You got to tune
Gotta
in.
wait.
This
All
is a
right.
cliffhanger. You know?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But
So.
yeah. So yeah, that's what I went to a Halloween costume party or Halloween party. I don't know how I can't say that either. But anyway, yeah, I
don't
went
know
to a
either.
Halloween party and that's what we did. That's what I did.
All right.
Yeah,
Nice,
it was
nice.
fun. Yeah.
I like the sound of it. It's a good story.
Yeah.
I still think next time, like maybe if you show up in the singlet and your robe, that would be amazing. But you know, we'll see. We'll see if we can
The
get
problem
something.
is that somebody will screen capture this motherfucker and put a dick in my mouth, and I'm not doing that. I'm like, that's all there is
No,
to
but
it.
now you're telling people what he wants. So, folks,
No, I don't want it. I'm just
please,
saying.
Marcus, please take some screen captures and just all over the place. Just like because that's his worst nightmare, apparently. Just saying.
Yeah, I have a professional career. I need to
Okay. Yeah, but the Mangler doesn't. I'm just throwing that out there.
Uh,
How about this? What if we get you one of those Mexican wrestling masks?
Oh, a luchador.
You could be Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
I
think you'd still know it's me.
Yeah. What if we get you like an S&M one where it has no mouth holes and it's just like a black thing,
My
and you're like
God.
you can't see anything?
Well, Bill Snyder would have to probably bring that.
All right, Bill, you have a mission. All right, let's do it.
Or Brian
Anyway.
Johnson. Brad Johnson. I mean.
Brad Johnson.
Brad
I
Johnson.
don't know. I don't know if he's into that.
Those Wisconsin folks, they're kind of quiet, but they.
Yeah, I think he's like, I'm an Illinois folk, not that next state over, but whatever.
Or Rockford, Illinois. Yeah, whatever. Close enough.
I don't know. I haven't been. I've driven through, but that's Bruno Hoffman says, "Bring out the gimp." Anyway, yeah, that'd be
Gimp
great.
Sleeping.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyway, so I think that could all be a lot of fun. I'd highly recommend it.
It won't be.
Please, vote, subscribe, whatever. We might. I don't know how many YouTube subscribers we have, but I bet we could get to 1 million if you were to wear that outfit.
I doubt it. I mean, I would if that was like a guarantee. I wear that and we get 10 million subscribers. By all means, I'll fucking do it because then we wouldn't have to worry about.
You have to do it.
But we wouldn't have to worry about life after that. We could just fucking retire.
No, you need like 1 billion subscribers to make money on YouTube, bro. No one's making.
No,
money
you don't.
On YouTube.
Oh my God! Every motherfucker's making money on YouTube.
No, I don't think it's like it used to
be. Dude,
bro.
there's a guy. There's a guy that races. There's a guy who does sim racing. He has 50,000 or just 54,000 subscribers, and he quit his job when he only had 40,000 or 30,000 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Quit his job and did this full time, and all he does every Monday through Friday. That's all he does. That's all he works. He works like 6 hours a day. He races online with his sim, and that's it.
Okay.
So
maybe that's what we should do.
At 50K, at 50,000 subscribers, dude's making a living.
Okay.
That's all I'm
Well,
saying. So if you have
right
a
now
million,
we have 68.
hey, that's pretty good.
I don't think 68 is pretty good, bro. We've been doing this for a lot of years.
Not really. We've only been doing this for like 6 months.
No, no,
Like
no.
back at it.
Our original videos go back a
Yes.
long time.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like we've actually been. This is the most consistent we've been.
That's true. I will give you that.
So
I have to say some of these old shows though are pretty good. Like
yeah, they are. I listened to one
some of
once.
them have they are probably more savage than most. Now, Robert Cunningham thinks we have 65,000. No, Robert, we have 68,000. No, we have 6 and 8. So 60 and then 8, not 68,000. So, clearly we're investing a lot of time in a genre that people give no fucks about.
We got a G, we're down to a G main. We're up to a G main worth of people.
Yeah, that's it. And I've been at the G main or the F main or some shit like that at Indoor Champs in the 90s, all right? It's not great. So, we need to work on that. But yeah, I do.
My first Roar Nationals was the '92 paved oval Nationals, and there was doubles, like
Okay. So
double.
there was
Like I
an
think
AA, AB, AC, like that?
no, like AA, ABB, CC, DD, EE, FF. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember how far it went into the doubles, but it went through the entire alphabet into the doubles.
Hmm,
I was in the M or N.
hmm, not
So
bad. Yeah.
yeah.
So, this is a great point for us to say, please like, subscribe,
Subscribe, share.
thumbs up,
Yeah.
hit that bell,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
No
Yeah. But
notifications let you know we're coming on.
everyone is saying here that, if you would just wear the singlet, we could at least double the count.
It won't work like that.
I'm pretty sure we could get oh, we have
Put
one
this
more
one.
subscriber. We just went from 68 to
All right.
69. Here we go.
Here's the deal. We get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll do it.
Oh. 1,000. That's all we need?
That's all we need.
Apparently Nash Racer has 333 subscribers.
Yeah. That lefty guy that you fucking scabbed
Yeah.
with me on, he's got like 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers.
All right. Well, this is my new mission. Oh, actually, I have 2 missions right now.
You have
First
2?
one is get Clayton Young voted in as Roar president. And then next one is 1,000 subscribers. Now, do the subscribers have to be just on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. So we need 1,000 people on YouTube. We're at 69 right now. That's a good number.
I
But
like 69.
it's 931 away from Mangler in a singlet. And what will you be doing in the singlet?
I'll strike a pose.
You'll strike pose. No, are you going to run a qualifier in the singlet?
No, I'll just come on the podcast in a singlet.
Okay. What do we need for you to be running a qualifier at a race? Like maybe the IFMAR Worlds at Beachline in a singlet. What is needed for that?
I told you 5K.
5K. I don't think anyone's dumb enough to pay for that.
You could go do a GoFundMe. I'm sure you can find 5K.
A GoFundMe. It could be a fantastic way for us to find a way to fund everyone's racing program, or at least your racing program. So please, everyone, go to YouTube, search RC Track Rats, and help get us some subscribers. Let's make some fake accounts. I don't care. All right, I will make 97,000 fake accounts to get this number to 1,000. And next week we might be at 1,000.
We won't be.
I might find a way to make it happen. We'll see.
Well, if it does happen, I know you made fake accounts.
Well, Yeah.
Oh, see, there we go.
Yeah. hmm
All right.
We'll
Anyway,
see. 69 subscribers. We were at 68. Let's push that number up. Mangler's going to get into a singlet. It's going to be great. There's going to be mammal toe and everything.
no one's gonna want to
We're
see
at
this.
72 subscribers. Let's ring that bell. People are getting on. This is how we make things happen. Let's go. Let's go. 72 subscribers. Oh, hold on. One person got scared. He unsubscribed. There's only 71 subscribers. We're going to have to make like hype videos for this. You know, we're going to get on TikTok. We need to see this guy plus a singlet if we have 1,000 subscribers. Let's go. I think we
just
can do
will
that.
just type you subscribe. So are these the comments from YouTube and not the comments from Facebook?
I don't know, bro.
I think they are. I think that's what it is.
Well, it's supposed to be all. That's what it's supposed to be.
Oh.
It clearly isn't, but
Yes.
that's what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
And yeah. So like I'm looking here. I'm on the YouTube. I clicked it. I turned the volume off. Blah blah blah. I just Will 75. He subscribed.
Yep.
And yeah, that's it. So I guess we're just seeing for
The
some
comments
reason
from YouTube.
the YouTube comments, not the Facebook comments. Now, apparently, our big population is on Facebook. Maybe what we need to do is we need to drive the people to the YouTube.
Yeah.
Maybe no more streaming on the Facebook. Maybe that's what we need to do. But will anyone go? That's the question.
I don't know. Facebook's very easy to get. They gotta. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But like, like if that's what it needs to get you wearing a singlet, like that might need to be what it is. So like we might have to create a poll, try to get some, things, or maybe we just try it. Worst case, we don't stream on Facebook for 1 week. Let's see if we can get those numbers going on YouTube. And then yeah, it could happen. Like Track Rats, let's see what the Track Rats on Facebook has. Just for fun, like let's get some numbers out there. Let's get memorialized. But yeah, people want to see the singlet, Mangler, and that's what I can say. People want to see the singlet. Now, hold on, Mangler. This is a bigger number. We need to look over here. All right.
No.
We have. Oh, whoa. We have 624 likes, and even better than that, 676 followers.
Yeah, we're talking about YouTube, not Facebook.
I feel like it's a stubbornness now. Like now you just don't want to, you don't want to show off you don't want to strut your stuff. You could be like, peacocking it out there, like, yep, check me out. This is me. What? But all right. Well, we might, with that sort of attitude, we might never get that many. All right. That's all I'm really saying.
Hey, this is what I said, so we're sticking with it. Can't go back.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
All right.
People are sending me pictures via Facebook right now, and I'm hoping one of them is you in a singlet. Right?
No, they don't.
Oh my God. We found you in the singlet. It has been found. How do I zoom that in? Yes, that is savage as fuck. Oh my God. I did not create this. I'm going to show it though, because I am that sort of guy. All right.
Okay. I think I wrestled that kid. I fucking kicked his ass.
Wow. Anyway, you hear that? You heard that here, folks. Mangler wrestled that kid, and it wasn't in the wrestling thing. It was at the fucking buffet. The kid tried to cut him at the buffet, and that sent him enraged. And now, the comments are here. We got the comments. This is
where?
Great. It's alive now. It works.
No, it's
for me.
not.
I see. I got it. Look.
I don't have it.
Oh, I got it.
What the
That's
hell am
all
I
you need
supposed
to
to?
know.
What the
I
fuck?
don't.
No. Why
Yeah,
don't
I
I?
don't know. I got some comments, and so I will protect the identity of the person who did that. But Mike Buka, thank you. And he's one of these great guys that helps keep the gate afloat. And
Yeah.
apparently I
The
love the
show
gate.
inside the show.
Yeah, I should move to the gate, I think. I actually made that comment to somebody. I said, there's
Y-
so little racing here. I wish I lived in Cleveland. That's They were like, so how do you like Seattle? I'm like, there's hardly any racing. I wish I lived in Cleveland.
That's
That's what I
that's
said. That
that's fucking
happened.
that's harsh.
Yeah, that
That's
happened.
harsh as
That's,
fuck. Because
but I
no one
said
wants
it.
to live in Cleveland. The people who
Hey,
live in Cleveland don't want to live in Cleveland.
I think they do. They want to live
No,
there, and they like it, and they're
no, they're
racing their
not.
tour
They're not
cars,
happy.
and that's it. Oh, they're happy, bro.
Oh
You know?
man, just Will lost his sandwich. Fucking
What do you mean he lost the sandwich? Where did I?
Will just said there goes my whole fucking
Oh,
sandwich. I just dropped it
he
after
dropped
laughing.
the. He's driving down the freeway right now,
Fucking
doing I
sandwich
don't
in
know
hand, watching us on YouTube.
75.
Yes,
He's has the cruise control on. He can't go
20,000
faster than this.
pounds fucking
Yeah,
behind him.
yeah. And he's got these 3 other X-ray cars that he's dragging behind him. Anyway, I'm just kidding. He's not dragging them. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry, Will, you lost a sandwich. Mangler will buy you a new sandwich the next time he
Once
sees
we
you.
get to 1,000 fucking subscribers.
Yeah. Okay. Once he gets YouTube famous and we got 1,000 subscribers. So anyway, Bruno, you said you sent me a pic. I don't see a pic, bro. Maybe it's on a different medium. I don't have a pic from you, bro. I looked. I don't have one. I want to have one, but I don't have one. It is what it is. So, all right, guys. Well, just think about it. Like, subscribe on YouTube, and then
And
you'll get
share.
to see this guy in a singlet. It's going to be
This
amazing.
guy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm going to show my Halloween outfit for this Saturday. You'll see it next week on Track Rats.
Okay.
100%.
Yay.
I'm going to
Can't
strike a
wait.
pose. It's going to be great. You're going to love it.
All right. Are you going like as Captain Morgan or some shit?
No. It is kind of topical.
Boris
It's
Johnson?
no, it's not that topical.
Oh, okay.
But
Sadiq
yeah.
Rahim or whatever his name is. That's the new PM.
No, it's not like that. We're at 72 subscribers now. Let's get this going. Oh, I clicked again. We're at 75 subscribers. We're on our way. All right.
On our way.
Go. All right.
All right.
We might
Maybe when
need
you
if anyone has a teenager that lives in their house who can help us with our social media marketing, I will pay them $5,000 to do social media marketing. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But if anyone has a teenager who wants to do some funny things and provide content, you actually could also be a 70-year-old dirty man. I don't care. Just we don't have time for this, so someone else can help push it along. It'd be great. Yeah, we got to get this number up. And hey, maybe we hold out. Maybe we're like, we're not going to get the show going next time until we're over 100. We'll just sit here like this.
it's gonna be like a chatterbait. They're just sitting there waiting for fucking money.
Maybe. Maybe.
Bruno knows what that is. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm like, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
You don't know what chatterbait is?
No, I'm not. I could look
Yeah,
it up
you
in
do.
Urban Dictionary, but I don't know what it is.
You know what it is.
So.
Yeah, you've been there.
I haven't. So, maybe.
Anyway,
but
right.
We're at 75. That's better than, where did we start? At
60 something. 69.
68 to 75. No, we went up 1 to 69. So it's really not that good. So you all need to go like, subscribe, whatever it is on YouTube, because Mangler wants to be 1,000 person on YouTube. We might have to put more useful content out here, Mangler. What do you think?
We are really useful.
No, we're just like a bunch of idiots talking.
Yeah, but that's what all podcasts are.
I guess. I don't know. People try to put real stuff out there.
Not really.
So
it's just talking. That's all it is.
All right.
I mean,
That's what you really think.
I mean, a lot of people now. There are some people that feel that when we start talking about our normal day to day whatever,
They don't want
or
to
like,
hear it.
no, they don't want to hear it. But there's other people who love it,
I guess.
right?
I don't know, man.
I
Mhm.
mean, I mean, Howard Stern, he was famous because he was just, he just talked about his day and he
Mhm.
felt like a normal person, right? And that's what a lot of popular podcasts are. They just talk about their day. They talk about whatever. They don't have a thing. Now, there's some people that want structure and they want all this stuff, and they probably fuck missionary, but that's fine. But they this is, we're gonzo over here, kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing real. We're
Yeah,
like crapping on people.
I don't know if we're going Freddie Studoff, but we're doing
Oh.
all right.
So it's not Shizer porn? It's not
Yeah,
Shizer porn?
we're not doing Shizer,
Ah.
but we got doggy, we got reverse cowgirl going on. I mean, we got it
Oh
all.
wow. All right. I thought the women were for breeding and the guys were for fun.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay. Anyway, ask Paul Lemieux about that. Yeah. Anyway, a long time ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. So that's our show, folks.
Yes, my
Remember,
computer's going to die here in 13 minutes anyway. So
yeah, 1,000 people on YouTube. That's what we need. We're gonna keep this going, and then Mangler is gonna be doing lots of things in the singlet.
I'll do the
All
whole
right,
show in my singlet.
jumping jacks,
I can only do like
handstands.
2. I can't
Yeah,
do
yeah.
more.
He might wind himself.
Yeah.
We could have wind sprints going on. Maybe he can organize his closet. All those things in the singlet. It's gonna be amazing.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
someday.
Let's go.
But yeah, all right. Apparently singlet talk has wound down.
Well,
Uh,
we wound everybody up. We got everybody dreaming of a life much
yeah,
better,
yeah,
me in a
yeah.
singlet. So, yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
let's just keep it there, and we'll ride this wave into next week.
Yeah. And everyone just, get a friend, find somebody have them have them subscribe, share this thing out,
Yeah.
make 4 new Gmail accounts. Just like it. All right? I'm fine with that. I don't care. I got 8 business accounts. I might come here and just like all of it. All right? Let's go.
All right. So now we need 1,008 because there's gonna be 8 fake ones.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
But I think it could be good. So
Well, have
all
fun at
right.
your concert. Have fun at your
I
little
will.
race.
I will. The toy cars on Saturday will be good. Are you racing this weekend?
I may go to Nuggets and practice.
Nuggets. So nuggets is what? Like a thing where like dogs go and poop nuggets, or what
No,
what is
so
nuggets?
Nuggets is Nuggets Raceway Ranch. It's in Arcadia, Florida, which is basically in the middle of the state. It's
So like near
literally,
Sebring?
yeah, not far. Um, it's in the middle of a cow field. So like when you drive through, so like the track's gated off from the cows, but when you drive through, you're driving through basically a cow field, and you're trying to dodge cow shit. And so anyway, but this guy, Greg Esser, he built this nice track in the middle of a fucking cow field in middle of nowhere, and they had some storm damage from Ian, so they have repaired. He has a few races coming up. They have the folk car gas race is I think next weekend, and then they have the Cow Patty Classic, and then they have the Electric State Race the weekend after. I think I'm going to go out Sunday, get some practice laps in, just kind of shake down the car from pave nats and see kind of how far off it is or where I need to be, and then go from there. What do you got now? What are you cooking?
Nothing.
Uh,
Yeah, nothing. Just people are asking questions.
yeah,
I respond to them, trying to get us to
yeah,
that 1,000.
yeah. It's primary nitro track, but yeah, they do let us run electric out there a couple times a year, so it's fun. It's a nice track, big long straightaway, lots of horsepower, good flow. Grip's pretty decent, so yeah, fun track.
All right, sounds good.
Last time I ran there was right before I quit, 2019. That's where
Pray tell. Yes.
that's the first time I ran the mid motor car on asphalt. Was there?
And then you packed it up right after that?
Well, kinda. I mean, I did win the fucking CTS race, and then went to then went to Mile High and closed it up. Yeah, pretty much. All right.
Yeah.
All right, 9
All right,
minutes.
well,
My computer dies. We gotta go.
okay. All right. So everyone, like, subscribe on YouTube because this guy needs 1,000 before he wears the singlet. Maybe
All
we
right.
can get him like an automatic singlet.
Ooh.
Could be good.
Yeah.
We will also sell. We will pimp him out. Like if you have a different singlet and you can get us to 1,000 subscribers. You know, I think he even said he would wear a negligee if we
See
get to
through
1,000. Yeah, see-through
linen.
sequins. You know, whatever it is, all those things, bag of chips. All right,
All right.
1,000 subscribers. Let's go. So.
Cool. Well, see ya. Bye. End this shit.
He's not down with the singlet. He's disappointed in himself for all the things he said. So let's help make him get disappointed in himself once again, getting 1,000 subscribers. Let's go.
I'm
All
not
right.
your monkey. Let's go.
All right, guys. Thank you. See you
Later.
next week. Bye
Bye.
bye.